Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, hi.
I
Okay, all right. So, are we ready to start crafting our outcomes?
yes, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right. So, as part of this coaching program,
Mm-hmm.
uh, we have defined what we call the INCRED system.
Mm-hmm.
INCRED stands for I for intelligible, N for navigable, R for real, E for exact, and D for just go ahead and do it. Okay. So now that we have some clarity on this, are you able to see the difference between a goal and an outcome?
An outcome is a result. A goal is a target, probably, which you may get to, may not get to. Like this. I would say there's a degree of certainty to an outcome which is
Mhm.
probably not there for a goal.
Where do you think that certainty comes from?
But it's a result. It's if you think of it as something which has already happened in the future, you're just making your way.
So what's
towards it.
common between a goal and an outcome?
There's something.
The
you
person
want.
defining it, yeah.
Yeah, the person defining it.
Okay. So it looks like person is defining the goal and the outcome, but for an outcome there is a more certainty of it actually happening than a goal.
I would think so. Yeah. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. But
Okay, no. There's again, guys, there's nothing wrong
Outcome
around
is
here.
defined precisely. That's why it is not defined. But goal we have something. We define it like we have to achieve this thing. But we don't know how to achieve that. We did not.
So is it something like a
quantify
New Year resolution?
It's
31st December,
I
we
would
define
say
some
that
goals.
That would be a goal. Yeah, because
That would be a goal,
you never
yeah.
end up keeping them. Right?
Yeah.
At least I never have managed to. Once I did actually, but that was just once, and that was like
Yeah.
very frivolous thing.
Okay. Yeah, so I think the word that's resonating from goal and outcome is certainty. So it appears to me that why outcomes are more powerful is there is a certainty to it, even though it's the same person defining it. So that's kind of interesting. Good. All right. So we'll now do a deep dive into it. So Prabhat, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
Okay. So ML 360 coaching. What's ML?
ML it stands for machine learning.
Oh, what is machine learning?
Machine learning is just set of algorithms that work in background to make our task easy. Like somebody in a movie, Three Idiots, their definition of machine. I would like to say machine learning is something that makes your day-to-day every task easy, where other algorithms cannot do it otherwise.
So is it something
So
like
what is it
artificial
learning?
intelligence?
Yeah, it's artificial intelligence. Because artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, they're three different things,
Okay.
but they overlap each other. So machine learning is one core component that lies within data science as well as artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, Three Idiots was another fantastic movie. I hope you guys have seen it. I mean, it's an awesome movie. But yeah, machine is anything that makes our life simple, right?
Yeah.
Right. But then I think the interesting thing is machine learning.
Machine
So are we
learning-
saying like humans they learn over time?
Yeah, like human learns, machine also learns.
Right.
So like we think so of things into the machine. So like human can think, machine can think like that. It will not think just like because it is told if else, something like that. It will think because it has got some
Data to think about it.
data, past it and historical figures. Based on that, it can give some insights which are quite common to what we think.
Well, sometimes I feel, what an age we live in. I mean, I really feel great to be part of the machine learning age. Really. So much more to happen, I guess. Great. So machine learning coaching, Prabhat. So tell me more about it. What are we trying to do here?
Yeah.
What is it exactly that you want to accomplish?
I want to accomplish that. I want to set up a institution. In fact, I want that my family want to set up such institution, my friends and family, so that it can deliver results to the people who are interested in learning machine learning and throughout anybody who is interested in learning machine learning, because this is going to transform the world in the next 10 20 years completely and thoroughly. So everybody will have to know how he can compete with machine at what level.
So, Prabhat, you said that you have actually come up with 100 plus priorities and then you chose this one as your number one. So, do you want to tell why do you think this is so important to you?
Because this is whatever things I am doing for this machine learning, whether time or its money, whatever things I am putting in, pouring in this particular startup, this is going to give me return. And when it will give me return, with those money I can try to make portions out of my other interests, other areas which I want.
So, you're saying financial driver is also the main motivator?
Yeah, this is something which will give me the core finance that is required to do.
Okay.
Other number of tasks.
So, you want to set up an institution that over a period of time trains, educates, coaches hundreds, thousands, so that they benefit and you benefit as well.
Yeah, I will get benefit financially and I will utilize those finance in other investment in this plus other investment in other things that I can do.
So when do you see? So I would just like to, if you were to tell in one sentence the outcome, how would Prabhat Kumar put it? What would you say today as that outcome in just one sentence?
Outcome in just one sentence. I mean that I should have a strategy, well-defined strategy, through which after completion of one thing after another, it leads me to the final outcome. That is one thing.
So I would say outcome again. Let's say create a machine learning coaching model to benefit X number of people, something like that. How you do it, that is again part of your strategy. So definitely bear in mind that have a clear statement as an outcome.
Yeah, outcome for machine learning is like I should have established my institution fully producing people equipped with machine learning knowledge as well as earning some revenue, which is in such a model that can proliferate anything.
So you want to do this in the next 1 year?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So have you thought about during the course of the next 1 year,
Yeah.
how would you actually measure the progress? What is it that you plan to do?
I will measure the process depending upon how many responses I get, organic responses I get for admission criteria from different people, and how the completed people are giving results in survey and all. So if they are happy with the teaching and all, if lots of complaints and instead of complaints, appreciation that is coming. So that's why it means the success of my institution.
Okay, all right. And what do you think are some of the challenges? Do you have in terms of, do you have the skills and the resources to accomplish in the next 1 year?
Skills in the sense, I have to bring in some more people into this institution to run it as an institution, because single one person as a trainer or one person as an administrator, something like that will not work on long term. So I'll have to give it as a shape of institution. I have to reserve some lots and everything, or at least some places where this can be run as an institution. A small institution, but it should be a proper institution. That is what my challenge
So
is.
having the finance, is that a challenge?
Finance is also a challenge, but that can be done over a period of 1 year.
So when you say, so you're saying you can get started off now with no financial challenges. Is that what you're saying, or?
No, financial challenges are there, obviously there. But if financial challenges are there, we can start it as a very small thing. But if there are lots of challenges, I can all of a sudden start in a larger scale also. But talent resources also coming, shortage of talent resources also there. So we have just 1 or 2 trainers, something like that. So with that, we cannot think of making it a big institution right away. So those challenges are there.
So have you thought about the amount of time that you will commit on a regular basis for your outcome?
Yeah, I will take it very smoothly. I am not in haste, and I do not think it will require lots of input right away. It will happen happen gradually. I will see its progress over a period of year. By the end of year, I should have a feeling that it is established. It is well established and it can proliferate now.
Okay. Okay. So I think so it's good, Prabhat, that we have actually gone into some level of depth. But I still want you to craft a sentence,
Yeah.
which we will refer to when we go into the next video as well. In terms of, if you can take a note as a homework,
Yeah.
write down a sentence that covers your vision, mission, all of them contributing to this singular outcome. Okay? Because then, over the next video, we will break them down into sub chunks, and then we'll again go through this INCRED process in a tool that we call Power Leaps. Okay? Good.
Okay.
So, Jayantika, so what have we got for you? Complete or publish at least one book. Okay. So, is this your first book, or are you already an author?
I am already an author.
Okay.
So, yeah, I
So,
have
what's your
once-
forte?
Sherlock.
Awesome. Wow. The
I love
ubiquitous detective?
Oh,
Is that the
yes.
right word?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The best.
Generations have grown
It's
up
a consulting.
seeing, hearing Sherlock Holmes,
Oh,
and of
yeah.
course, yeah. I mean, I did lot around 221 Baker Street when I visited London.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Great.
one where the statue is, or the fake one where the museum is?
This is the one that is close to the Madame Tussauds Museum.
Where the statue is.
Statue is, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so that
That's
is the real one.
That's the real one, yeah. Oh, there's a fake one?
Yeah, so there's a Sherlock Holmes museum just down Baker Street.
Okay.
So the statue is here. When you come out of the tube station, the statue is here. If you go down this road, it's on this side.
Oh, okay.
So they have officially bought the rights to use 221 Baker Street.
Okay.
But it's actually not. It's
Right, yeah.
180 years.
Yeah, great. I think a lot of people whom I know and most of us resonate with Sherlock Holmes, and so it's good. So when you say complete or publish one book, so tell me more about it. Well, what does this mean? What does it mean to you? And what kind of what is it that you see yourself doing over the next 1 year?
Well, finishing off a book, okay? Because I like to write in general. So I start a lot of writing projects, and I get these really good ideas. Well, I think they're good ideas. At least they might be utter shit for other people. And then I start writing, and I'll write a few chapters, or I'll write parts of a chapter and then something in the middle, and then I get bored and abandon it. So, which is not very nice. I would like to complete these stories at some point. So that would be nice. And another thing is, so my publisher in the UK, so he wants to collect all the short stories that have been published in my name in various anthologies over the last few years. Because this is something which I keep doing. So short stories are easier to write. It's like 5,000, 6,000 words. You can just write in 5 hours, 6 hours, maybe a couple of days. So those get published very often. So I have like at least 3-4 stories coming out there. Stories, essays, this, that. So I would say about 3-4 stories coming out a year in UK, US, and all. So what my UK publisher wants to do is he wants to collect all these short stories in various anthologies that I've written over the last few years and publish them as a standalone book in my name. So it would be like a collected short stories of Sherlock Holmes written by Jayantika. So he proposed this a few months ago, like early this summer, and I have been sitting on it. So it's not even much work. It's just
Right.
that I have to.
So Jayantika, I think
Why?
I just want you to see when we talk about INCRED outcomes, what we are saying is we are going to be more specific, right? So yeah, I do understand one book, great, of course, you might end up publishing more, but then let's be specific about what do you mean by complete and what do you mean by publish. So can you just rephrase this outcome once again in a more specific way, in a more tangible way?
Publish one book in London in the next 6 months.
Okay.
Okay, let's say publish and release the book in London in the next 6 months.
Okay, all right. And what about the 6 months after that? Because I think we are looking at 1 year here.
Complete the other book.
So basically, the goal is publish and release 2 books in London.
No, the other one would be in India because that's like my
Okay, so let's be again. So can you just state both of them in the same sentence?
Okay, so release the Sherlock Holmes anthology in London in the next 6 months. Complete the mythology book, mythology fiction, and release it in India in the next 1 year.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, but I expected more conviction.
Okay, release 2 books.
Okay, good.
Books.
1 in India, 1 in London
Yeah.
in the next 1 year.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes. Good, good.
No, the other one is mythology.
Mythology? Okay,
It's
interesting.
called Navagraha.
Okay,
And more
The other 9.
ethics.
No, it's in English, but
okay,
the concept is of Navagraha.
okay, all right.
Yeah, actually, I'll send you a few chapters that I've written in memories. If you
Excellent.
like mythology.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So let's just go drill down a little bit into it now. Of course, you said 6 months and 1 year, right? And can you tell me why this is important to you?
So writing is my passion. I love writing. So don't get enough time to write because of work and this and that. But it's always been a passion. So I've been writing since I was 6 years old. So
Okay. So how would you, 1 year is a long time and it's very easy to get lost down the track. So how would you measure progress? Have you thought about how you want to, you have a start. I mean, you already have the outcome in your mind. The start to finish will definitely involve some measurement points or what we call metric. How would you measure it? How would you know that you're actually making progress?
I think I need to freeze it down to X number of chapters in written.
So that is your, so you're talking about, okay, there are 2 things here. You talked about writing and talked about publication.
Right.
So what you're talking is the writing part you will split down into the number of chapters, the number of stories you can complete. Is that what you're saying? In a
Yeah.
particular amount of time. Okay.
So the UK one, I don't have to write anything because it's already written. So it's just that I have to
But yeah, you will have a set
collect
of
my
activities
past
to
writings.
to publish it.
Yeah,
That
and
is
send it to the
self-stuff.
publisher,
Okay.
and then he takes care of it. So, but yeah, I just have to collect the stories that I've written in the past few years and collate it and send it to them. So
Mhm.
that shouldn't take me more than a couple of hours. I've been sitting on it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I think, again, guys, I keep using this word. We've got to be very specific because when we are specific about something, it resonates more closely in our brain and we end up fulfilling it because that's what makes an outcome more powerful than a goal.
Right.
Okay, good. So, what are the challenges that you think that you will face on the path?
Procrastination and boredom,
Okay.
because those are the 2 biggest.
Why would you get bored? Because you said writing is your passion.
It is, but then I get bored very easily, unfortunately.
Okay. So writing is gives you boredom, but at the same time, it is a motivation for your outcome as well.
Yeah.
Just writing or anything
does-
else?
No, everything bores me. Writing is the least boring thing I do. Like, I'm generally bored with everything. It's
Okay.
a bit of a problem.
Okay. So do you think that do you have a vision of to how much of time that you have to allocate on a daily basis to meet your outcome?
I wouldn't put a daily allocation because it's not going to work. Because it's something creative.
Creativity cannot be done daily.
Yeah, so
exactly
you
what said,
cannot schedule creativity.
right.
So there are times when I sit and write 10,000 words in 3 hours. And then there are times when it takes me 5 days to spit out 1,000 words.
What's it? What, writer's block? That's what that's the phrase that's used.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so writer's block would be when you're producing nothing.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
Similar is the case with poet also. Sometimes they will look at the window and they will start writing poetry.
exactly.
Okay.
it will continue in such a way that within a half hour they will write a very long poem.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Sometimes they will think and nothing.
I mean,
will happen.
creativity doesn't have to follow a pattern or anything.
It
just
doesn't.
happens.
Yeah, it just
It
happens.
happens.
Exactly.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, but yeah, I think we do understand, but still there has to be a commitment or some sort of a time set aside, right?
Mhm.
Even though, because it's very important in order to draw specific outcomes. Okay, great. So you've defined the deadlines, you've told me why, and we will now have one more activity or one more aspect we'll do before we wrap up this session. Is that I'll start with you, Jantika. I'll go back to your baselines, and I just want you to tell me how your INCRED outcome is actually resonating with your baseline.
Okay.
So your baselines that I have are comfort, achievement, affluence, benevolence, cleverness, and independence.
So comfort. Well, it would be comforting to have some more books to my name. It was good,
Mhm.
right? It feels good. So
Feel good factor.
feel good factor.
Okay.
Yeah. Achievement, definitely. So there's no question of that. If you're a published author, it's an achievement. Affluence, I am not very sure about because the royalty for my Sherlock Holmes stuff, they all go to some charity or the other. So, yeah, but which
So what is
can
your
be
plan?
kind
So
of
just so
affluent.
you said that one of your books is going to be published by the publisher.
Yeah.
There's nothing to write there. It's a more administrative
Yeah,
procedure. But then,
So I don't get any
aren't you?
royalties.
No, haven't you? Don't you think that should be part of your plan? Because affluence is one of your baselines here.
Yeah.
So how do you think you can generate that kind of affluence through your writing?
Well, I need to sell it.
Right. So,
But then, that goes to a project which I kind of empathize with a lot. So it goes to a trust which manages a school for special kids. So,
So the way I look at it is,
like
it doesn't affect your affluence at all, even though you have it
Yeah,
as your
it
baselines.
it doesn't affect affluence.
Now-
Per se, yeah.
See, I would say benevolence, yes, it does.
Benevolence, yes, it does.
Because-
Cleverness, definitely. And
Mhm.
independence, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I
Not-
mean, I think creativity is kind of
Yeah.
is a expression of independence. Okay, but definitely it doesn't affect. I don't really get it when how you said comfort is getting positive impacted and also affluence. I can see some relation with achievement, benevolence, cleverness. Even
So
though I wouldn't say
affluence affluence is not really monetary.
Mhm.
Like you can have monetary affluence, but influence is also affluence. Right? So so
Yeah, it's a clever play of words.
Yesterday we talked about positions and.
Yeah, we got into that confusion. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm a lawyer and a writer, so
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
split hairs.
Okay.
So,
Okay, but yeah, cleverness. See, since you've already published a book, do you think this is going to impact this in a more positive way?
yes, of course.
Okay.
The cleverer you are, the more you can write. Right?
Okay.
All clever people are
Awesome.
Maybe
So, again, before I go to Prabhat, so again, go back as a homework. Think about the outcome. Repeat it several times. Sleep with it, and make this an integral part of your mind. It's really important to start thinking about specific outcomes in our mind on a regular basis, because the mind or the brain, they need the food, they need the energy, right? So this is how there's a much greater chance of your outcomes coming to life. Okay. So Prabhat, I'll go back to your INCRED outcome vis-a-vis your baseline. So your baselines are accomplishment, desire, honesty, humor, investing, and celebrity.
Yeah,
So how are they?
they're perfectly
Effective.
aligned.
Mhm.
Everything is aligned with what I'm doing right now. Like investment, my time invested, my money invested in this particular thing. That will bring forth some positive.
How about humor?
Humor, because it's a teaching line, and teaching without humor is like teaching all nonsense.
So So have you thought about how you would inculcate humor into your machine learning coaching
The
program?
machine learning coaching program, yeah, obviously, uh, we can try to bring in some correlations because lots of times lots of analogy can be taken, and that analogy will be real one. That's not virtual one. Something I can.
So you have some ideas as
Yeah,
to
I
how you
can. I
can
can
add
make
humor.
idea on the spot itself. That's not an issue for me.
Okay, excellent. So we have wrapped up outcomes for each of us.
Yeah.
Now we have got to, start. But of course, I am still not very clear because these are just outcomes. We'll have to drill them down further
Mm-hmm.
to very specific milestones, and then we will see how those milestones will actually help you achieve your INCRED outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.